This is Pokimane, or Pokimane. She's a massive creator, and a while back she made a video with her top 5 tips for small streamers. Now, as we all know, big creator doesn't always mean good streaming advice, but in this case I think it does. So yeah, let's start.
Tip number 1. Interactivity is key. Honestly, you don't even want like 10 seconds to go by without you actively saying or showing something.
There are so many streams of people just gaming and sitting there like this for the whole time. When someone enters that stream, they just immediately click away.
Even if there's 1, 2, 5 people watching, you need to prompt them with questions, ask them how their day is doing.
Even with 0 viewers, you should be talking all the time and creating good content, because when someone eventually shows up on your stream, the chance of that person following you or subscribing to you, etc., talking with you is so much bigger. Let's check out her second tip.
Number 2.
I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Owned Pro. Owned Pro is a plugin for OBS Studio that allows you to install both free and premium graphic packs with one single click. Just go to the first link in my description, click join for free, and then go through the setup process. Once installed, you will find it under Tools Owned Pro. Now simply choose a layout you want, either one of the free ones on top or one of the many premium options you get when you subscribe, and then with one click the complete package will get installed. And you're done. Again, the link will be in my description. Let's check out her second tip.
Number 2. You grow on Twitch for reasons outside of Twitch, which is like the most counterintuitive.
Oh, she is talking about it.
Because on all other platforms, you use the actual platform to grow, but Twitch has none of that. So naturally...
Okay, so this is specific to Twitch. The way streaming is evolving on YouTube, it seems like they are going to try to make the algorithm suggest streams to people. Facebook is also a bit more discoverable because people are sharing streams more often, etc.
Twitch has one algorithm, and it's viewership. The more viewers you have, the more exposure you have.
What an algorithm. Ranking streams from high viewers to low viewers. You can't really call it an algorithm, right?
Because that's how the website is laid out. It's organized by most viewers. When you're already at the top of a category and more people can see you, the longer you stream.
It's actually embarrassing how after all those years, this is still the only thing Twitch is doing. The big people like XQC, Miskiff, Hassan, Pokimane, I don't know, all those people, they always appear on top of the directory, and then more people funnel into those streams, and all those people below that, none of those people actually get viewers.
But then, what do you do when you're just starting out?
You should be streaming like 3 times a week for a few hours, and outside of that you should be focusing on growing your stream outside of Twitch. And yeah,
for people
let's see
to
what she
click on
says.
your channel, you don't want to force them to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and then randomly come across you and find you. You want to make it a lot easier for people to discover you. And how do you do that? By posting your stream on outlets outside of Twitch, whether that's a subreddit that's related to what you're doing.
Not really sure what I feel about this advice, because she's just saying post your stream outside of Twitch, but who are you gonna post your stream to? By the way, she's talking about Reddit here, right?
Doing a 12-hour knitting stream. Maybe post your live stream on the knitting Reddit. Is that a thing? I really don't. That's gotta be a thing.
I'm not really sure if this is a good idea. The amount of hate you're gonna get by posting your stream on Reddit, I don't know, man. This is just pure self-promotion, and people on Reddit see right through that. When I started this channel with streaming tutorials, I also posted them on Reddit, and yeah, I've got some nightmares because of that. Reddit is not a good place to self-promote.
Or Instagram or YouTube. And I know that's easier said than done, especially if you don't have a community elsewhere. So what do you do then? Then you have to figure out, how can you bring value to others?
This is one of the best ways to grow if you're starting from 0. I mean, the reason I don't make a bunch of how to grow your stream videos, etc. on this channel is because my advice would always be the same thing. Start a YouTube channel and start making educational content. If you're a Fortnite streamer, then just make educational content about Fortnite. If you play an instrument on Twitch, then just start making educational content for your instrument. It's one of the most foolproof ways to grow on YouTube, and then transfer that into being a streamer and making people watch you live.
P.S. If you want to know what I did when I first started, basically I had a Tumblr blog with about 800 followers, and I would post my stream link. People who were already interested in what I was doing would stumble across my stream, and also just linking your stream to friends or people that you play with, telling them to come watch you, that helps a ton as well. A +1 when you're just starting off is huge.
The last thing she said is extremely important.
A +1 is huge.
One extra viewer in your stream is very powerful. When you stream on Twitch, it's going to get you higher in the list above everyone else with one viewer less than you. And for all streaming platforms in general, when there's more viewers in your stream, then new viewers will be more entertained because the chat will be more active. So one extra viewer can make a huge difference.
Number 3, the door metaphor.
Ooh, this was a good one.
I was thinking about this while lying in bed. Think of your channel as a door. And there's thousands of other doors out there because there's thousands of other channels and other streamers out there. So what I mentioned in tip number 2 is how to get people to come to your door and open it. But that's only half the battle, because you need to make sure that whatever is behind the door and in that room is good enough to make them want to stay.
It's really important that when someone actually enters the door, like she's saying, that they are entertained and that they are staying.
You could get 100,000 clicks on your channel, but if your stream isn't really that good, all those people are bound to leave and you'll be left with no viewers either way. If your stream sucks, no one's gonna stay. What was this video about again? Tip number 4, figure out your branding. So let me address something real quick. I know there's gonna be so many people in the comments trying to say stuff like, how to be successful on Twitch. Step number 1, be a girl. Step number 2, profit. So because girls are kind of a minority in gaming, or at least they were a lot more when I first started than they are nowadays, when you would start off streaming, it was kind of like built-in branding. You stood out, and that's really, really good in this space. And that's why I recommend you think about how you want to stand out.
Okay, so she's talking about two things, right? About standing out, but then also finding your target audience. And standing out is pretty much a given. I think everyone knows the more special you are, the more unique you are, you're going to get more viewers and you're gonna get more attention. But I want to talk about finding your perfect target audience. No matter which platform or type of content, for example, streams or videos or shorts on TikTok, etc. we're talking about, making sure you know your target audience is extremely important. Is it more kids that are watching you, teenagers, grown-ups, people over 40? Are they interested in competitive games or more in fantasy games? Or maybe they're not gamers at all. Just in general, you need to be able to create a persona of the type of person that's watching you so you can tailor your content towards that type of person.
Tip number 5, WeWees.
What?
Stands for, would you watch your stream?
Oh.
Try to answer these questions, figure out why.
That's
or
a
why
pretty
not,
big one.
and figure out what you can specifically do to be better.
Especially as a starting streamer, you should rewatch your streams and then look at the boring parts and think about what you could have done to make it more interesting, or try to find parts that were really entertaining and then try to do more of that. I feel like there's such a big difference between how people look at creating YouTube content like videos and then streams. With videos, people are always trying to improve and making the best, most entertaining video, and with streaming, people are just like, yeah, it's streaming, I mean, I'm sitting there talking a bit, it's okay, people are here to chill. I mean, no, people are here to be entertained.
Keep in mind, when I say put your stream out there, I don't mean spam your link everywhere or in other people's streams or in communities.
And what I did was posting that one tutorial on 100 Facebook groups.
Also, think about the streamers you look up to and love to watch and how they've put themselves out there, and then you can follow in their footsteps.
There's so much you can learn from just analyzing a stream and looking at how they are doing it and then trying to emulate that.
I could honestly talk about this sort of thing forever.
Alright, I could also talk about this forever. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It's the first reaction video I ever made. Maybe it flops, maybe it's a good video. Either way, subscribe to the channel, like the video, place a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.